Thank you so much. Well, I just want to know where men are coming. Because this one seemed to be really relating to reverse cowgirl in the toilet before we got to the lube in the butt, at which point he was like, never mind, I'm not really into that. Dude, is that something that happens? Okay, alright. I really wanted it to be true that there were a bunch of 12-year-old boys just dragging it into the toilet. Oh, this is so gross, though. Anyway, you're going to be touching your hand to the toilet too many times, I feel. Anyway, hi, I'm Arielle. I'm one of the boy lesbians, you know. I people who look like me are doing all kinds of different things right now with, does anyone want to guess my pronouns, you know, or? No, I do still do the she/her business. Yeah, except in the bedroom, where it turns out I identify as a good boy. So, try it out if you haven't. Try it out. I'm supposed to. I had to come out as bi this summer. I had to come out as bisexual. From lesbian, by the way, in case that wasn't. This isn't my weird transition toward. I was straight until 6. No. I had to come out as bi because I started dating a trans dude, and those are the rules. So, yeah. Has anyone ever dated a trans dude? I love it. There's so few of them running around, so I have this experience. It's fun. First of all, you know, like I'd never dated a man before at all, never dated a trans person, and it's just really fun to try new things, if you ask me. That's just how you keep your brain young, too, trying new things. How are y'all staying sharp? Crossword puzzles? Yeah. Try fucking a new sex and gender combo every now and then. If you want to stave off Alzheimer's. It is interesting because he was taking testosterone, you know, so I got to watch someone who was taking these hormones into his body. You know, I was watching his body and brain change, and like every week, my boyfriend's dick got bigger. Who else can say that? I mean, you know, pedophiles, obviously. But have y'all watched Finding Neverland yet? Okay, wait. Clap if you've watched Finding Neverland. Y'all have got to watch this movie. What are you afraid of? It is wonderful. It's a fucked up, sad, magical. You've got to watch. It's amazing. It's amazing that this man. I don't know if Michael Jackson. If literally everything he did might have just been in pursuit of fucking kids. That's what these pedophiles. It's amazing that there's so many music videos that are about like parents getting mad and with bringing torches to Michael Jackson's house where there's kids. Anyway, look into this. But my thing is, I feel I never got to enjoy Michael Jackson's music because when I was a kid, my parents weren't cool or anything, so my first introduction to him was just creepy ass looking pedophile. Right? So I never got to. I feel robbed. I feel like I'm the real victim here, if anything. I never got to have, just the same way I never got to believe in Santa, because I'm the youngest of 5, so by the time I was a kid, and I was like, what's that dude at the mall? And my parents were like, yeah, it's a mythical thing, we're not bothering. Your older siblings were too smart for Santa, so you're gonna be the same, so we're not even. So, like, that's, Michael Jackson was ruined for me the same way Santa was. It brings up a good point, though. Do we have a plan for what parents are gonna do with Michael Jackson for their kids? Are we going to tell them about... I think we should just do the same thing as with Santa, where you just give him 8 or 9 years of his music and dancing and all that. And depending on the kid, where they're at developmentally, at some point you just... But give them Michael Jackson for a few years, and give your kids Santa. Don't be like mine. Okay, hold on. Hey, you ever put in 2 tampons on accident? Not you. What? You were gonna answer the tampon question? There's a woman behind you. No, I did not. That is how men. I mean, if you've done a vodka thing with the tube, please do let me know. But do you not know that people are putting tampons up their butt? Yep. It's one way you can get drunk. Yeah, just so you know. Don't do it. You know what? I shouldn't have told him that. It's wildly dangerous because it absorbs into your blood. Please don't do the tampon. No one give this man a tampon. He looks curious. Anyway, I don't know. Do we have enough women in the? They're all wisely in the back. All right, wait, no, the one who just looked away. You ever put in 2 tampons on accident? No. Really? Really? Okay. All right, we got a feminist on this side. Hey, I've never put in 2 tampons on accident either. Not on accident. Hey, why not? Are y'all not into DP? What? Kind of audience? No, I did it recently on accident for the first time. Last month I did it on accident for the first time. I was just taking what another 32 years old. Okay, that's when this is. But here's the deal. Both of the tampons were soaked in blood and nothing was on my underwear. So you can just use 2 tampons on purpose. You should be doing this. For the heavy overnight, don't listen to Big Pad. You can just use, you don't have to support that industry. And I have a small vagina anyway, so it's. But so last week, I was on my period again, I was at work, and I went to change my tampon, and then when I was leaving the restroom, I was like, oh, I have no memory of taking one out. So I was like, I definitely just put a second one, but I was like, I just learned that this is fine, so I didn't do anything about it, you know, a little backup tampon, you know, it'll be fine, right? And I was just like, okay, I guess this is just who I am now, you know, 2 tampon person. But then, 2 days later, I was taking a shower, and you know, ladies, you know how before you take a shower, you take out your tampon so that you can, like, when you're in the shower, you can scoop out all the queued up blood and guts and stuff that... Are y'all not saving money on tampons? And the environment, quite frankly. Please stop wasting tampons. You know how you get, so that you can kind of get clean, and then you can kind of play with the stuff that you normally don't. Normally it goes straight into the trash can. Are y'all not getting in touch with your bodies? Don't just do the mirror thing. You really gotta like feel the oyster-like kind of, you know, the black dead baby clumps that, y'all not, they pop. If you keep pressing them, they pop. With a little, I'm just kidding. I love it. So few people believe that. They don't pop. I've tried. Anyway, yeah, so I was going in to do that. I was going in to scoop it all out, and then I was like, oh God, there is another tampon in here. I was like, oh God, I guess I just didn't do the math on this. Anyway, life imitates art, and this is who I am now. Okay, well, I gotta get out of here pretty soon. We've already covered Michael Jackson. Well, here's the deal. I do identify as a boy in a chick's body, you know. I do. That's my identity. I just am fine with it. I think this is awesome, personally. So there's some people who want to change that, but you have to understand that when I tell straight men that I'm a lesbian, like a lot of times straight men have been like, oh, that's so cool. I'm a lesbian too. Some of the straight men have said, I'm a lesbian who's stuck in a man's body. So many men have said that to me. And I'm always like, well, that's wild, because I feel like a man who snuck into a lesbian's body. And I guess I'm enjoying this Freaky Friday deal better than you guys. You guys get it? Like, I feel like a dude who gets to have lesbian sex. This is the dream. I'm not, and if I did transition to being a dude, then for my life, that would mean that I would go from being seen as a woman and a lesbian to being seen as a straight white man. Yeah, I'm not trying to get all this thinking shit, all right? I think we've all decided, right? I got a friend who's reverse trans now. It was a girl who was a boy and then met me, and like a month later was like, I'm gonna do this androgynous thing you've got going on. And I was like, yeah, why? And he's like, well, I'm not really getting laid as a dude. And I'm like, oh God, you thought you were gonna get laid as a 5'3" man? What an idiot. Anyway.